And a very good evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you may be watching from. And welcome to Kahok Basketball here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. My name is Zach Roseman. Glad that you're here with us on a kind of a rainy Tuesday night here in the southwestern part of the land of Lincoln. Getting ready for some basketball here as the Collinsville Kahawks play host to the Highland Bulldogs. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Happy to be able to provide this coverage for you all. Again, my name is Zach Roseman. Glad that you're here with us. Should be a fun time as we get underway here. Collinsville comes in with a record of 21-2 following their two victories in the SSM Health Winter Classic down at Belleville East High School. They will have a third game. There was supposed to be a third game, but that was postponed, but it will be made up. That game that was against McClure High School out of Florissant, Missouri, that was scheduled to be played last Friday will be played this coming Saturday, the 27th. That is a 1:30 start time, and we are going to be broadcasting that game here on this channel. That'll be our next broadcast, so keep an eye out for that. Bear with us just a moment as we wait for the huddle camera to come on here. So, as I mentioned, Collinsville coming in with a record of 21-2, coached by Darren Lee in his 15th year with the Kahawks, 35th year overall. The Bulldogs coached by Daryl Cunningham in his 5th season at the helm. And the Bulldogs coming in with a record of 12 wins and 11 losses here in this 2023-2024 campaign. We're going to go ahead and take a break here, be back in just a bit for some more names and numbers and whatnot. Back here in just a bit on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had the surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Gave you all the rundown on what the Kahawks of Collinsville have done of late. Now for a rundown on what Highland have done. As I mentioned before we went to break, the Bulldogs come in with a record of 12-11 on the year. Coached by Daryl Cunningham in his 5th year, they were also in a midwinter tournament. They participated in the Oakville Invitational Tournament and finished in 2nd place. Went 2-1, wins over the Madison Trojans and the Carlisle Indians before losing in the championship game to a very strong 2A squad in the Columbia Eagles. Just a couple minutes away from action here. And go ahead and provide my quick keys to the game for both teams. For Collinsville, just got to be take what the defense gives to you. The Highland are going to be a more deliberate team than what they've seen in the Southwestern Conference or in either of their games at Belleville East last week. For Highland, you're going to have to adjust, defend the outside shot. Teams that have done that well have been able to do fairly well against Collinsville. We'll see what happens here tonight. We're going to go ahead and take one more break. We'll be back with starting lineups and first half action. I'll hear for you in just a moment on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027 or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
We welcome you back into the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. We're getting ready now for the introduction of the starting lineups. We're going to go ahead and let PA announcer Chad Burgess do that.
Directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated in or ground for removal from the competition. Your officials for tonight's game deserve to be extended every
Go ahead and go right along with him here. Starting lineup first for the visiting team on the scoreboard, which will be Highland. In their black uniforms, red numbers, trimmed in white, red trim. They will bring out a junior guard, number 2, Braxton Decker. Senior, number 11, Jake Ottensmeyer, Eastern Illinois baseball commit, and their leading scorer, averaging about 16 a game. Number 12, Grant Fleming. He is a junior. Another junior is Garen Stone. And another senior is Trey Kosher. For Collinsville, it'll be the usual suspects: Nick Horace, Chase Reynolds, Jamori Weisinger, Stanley Carnahan, and Zach Chambers. Nick Horace is a 6'3" senior. Chase Reynolds is a 5'11" junior.
The 6'3" senior, number 3, Nick Horace.
Jamori Weisinger, the 6' senior.
And another guard, a 5'11" junior, number 4, Chase Reynolds.
Bear with me, I'll try and fix this video glitching and stuff.
Number 5, Jamori Weisinger. At 4, the 6'6" junior, number 22, Stanley Carnahan.
It looks like that worked out all right for us. Fantastic.
And the man in the middle, 6'9.5"
Maybe
senior,
not.
number 44.
Try one more time here, folks. Just about ready to go, so I'll go through the starting lineups one more time. For Highland, it'll be Decker, Ottensmeyer, Fleming, Stone, and Kosher. For Collinsville, Horace, Reynolds, Weisinger, Carnahan, and Chambers. Just about ready to get underway. Kahawks looking to exact some revenge for the surprise victory that the Bulldogs were able to get last year. It'll be Ottensmeyer and Chambers to get things going here. Ball is tipped and controlled by the Kahawks. Here is Weisinger. Go ahead and bring it up against a man-to-man defense for the Bulldogs. Here is Horace at the top of the key. Now into the short corner for Carnahan. Now onto the wing to Weisinger. Look to get it inside to Chambers, but it's stolen away there by Stone. He'll drive the lane. Shot up, no good. Knocked around and corralled by Carnahan. He'll get it to Reynolds. Go ahead and bring it up onto the wing. Now to Horace. Horace will drive the lane. Shot up, good. And Horace, leading scorer for the Kahawks, gets him on the board here tonight. 2-0 lead. Slight pressure being applied by the Kahawks. Kosher to bring it up for the Bulldogs. Over now to, that is Fleming. Now to Ottensmeyer. Out into the corner for Fleming, but it went off of his hands out of bounds, and it will be turnover for Highland. Kahawk basketball. Carnahan will inbound it now to Reynolds. and he'll bring it up into the front court. Now to Carnahan, but that's stolen away by Fleming, and he'll go ahead and have a run-out layup. So turnover there forced by the Bulldogs. Fleming with the steal, and will get the run-out layup. Tie game just over a minute in. Weisinger to Carnahan on the wing. Cross court to Horace. Work the high-low to Chambers, and he just got a little too far under the basket. Missed it. Kosher comes up with it. Knocked away from him, and Bulldogs will retain. Here is Ottensmeyer. Over now to Kosher, and now to Fleming, and back to Ottensmeyer. Now to Stone. His 9-foot jumper no good. Rebounded by Highland, and a three-pointer now up and good by Jake Ottensmeyer. 5-2, Bulldogs have their first lead of the night. Here is Reynolds to bring it up for the Kahawks. Work it around now to Carnahan, and now to Reynolds. Get it now to Weisinger, and around now to Reynolds. And he'll go ahead and survey things. Kahawks being patient against the man-to-man of the Bulldogs. Horse now back to Reynolds. He'll go ahead and drive the lane. Pull-up jumper from about 10 feet out, no good. Rebounded there by Stone. He'll get it to Fleming, and the Bulldogs will push. Fleming now will bring it to the free throw line. He's decided to pull things up from there. Get it now to Kosher. His layup a little too strong. Chambers with the rebound, and here comes the Kahawks. Now to Reynolds. Now into the corner for Weisinger for three. Got it! Jamori Weisinger gets on the board with a three-pointer. And we are tied at 5 with 5:20 remaining in our first quarter of action. Here is Kosher. And they'll get Jamori for a little bit of a blocking foul. First foul of the game, just about 3 minutes in. Coach Darren Lee not thrilled with that call. Inbound pass comes in to Kosher. Koisher is how you spell it. Now to Fleming. And around now back to Kosher. He'll survey things and hand it off to Ottensmeyer, and he'll bring it onto the wing. Get a screen there from Stone. Pull up three. Got it.
3 points, Jake Ottensmeyer.
Ottensmeyer's gotten going early. He's hit 2 3-pointers, and the lead is 3 for Highland at 8-5. Reynolds will bring it up for the Kahawks. He will cut off there, and we've got another little bit of a soft foul call. That'll be on Kosher. First foul for the Bulldogs.
Trey Kosher, his first personal foul. First team foul.
Inbound pass comes into Weisinger. He'll pull up for a deep three-pointer, and he gets it to fall. Weisinger and Ottensmeyer each with 2 threes each, and a 2-point bucket for one of the other guys for each team. We're tied at 8. Here is Ottensmeyer for the Kahawks. Get it over onto the wing for Decker. Now to Stone off of a leg of a Kahawk player and back out for the Bulldogs. Ottensmeyer will get it at the top of the key. Put on a little head fake, another three-pointer, no good. Rebounded comes all the way out to Chambers. He'll get it to Horse, and the Kahawks will look to push. Nick puts on a spin move up and under layup, no good. Rebounded there by Stone, and he'll get it to Decker and now to Kosher, or to Fleming into Kosher, excuse me. Here is Fleming with the basketball now. He'll drive the lane, cut off there, back out to Kosher, and around now to Stone. Stone at the elbow. Back out to Ottensmeyer, and the Bulldogs will reset. Into the corner now for Decker. He'll survey things, get it to Kosher driving in, and he gets it to fall. Back and forth we go. 3:33 and counting here in our first quarter of action. Reynolds with it on the wing. Get it now to Weisinger and now to Horace. Survey things, work it inside now to Chambers. He's double teamed, nice post-to-post action. Stanley Carnahan wide open, and he gets his first bucket of the game. Kosher will bring it up relatively slowly for Highland. Guarded there by Weisinger. And he'll bring it out to the top of the key, and the Bulldogs will set up their offense. Now to Stone at the top of the key, and we've got a foul off the ball. And I think that will be on Ottensmeyer.
Highland foul number 11, Jake Ottensmeyer. That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
His first second team foul. Not a huge crowd on hand, but an all right crowd. On, as I mentioned, kind of a rainy and unpleasant Tuesday, but it is significantly warmer than it's been in this part of the country, up into the 40s, which is a bit of a rarity given the weather the past few weeks. Three-pointer from Weisinger, good! Jamori Weisinger has 3 3-pointers. He's up to 9 points. 13-10 is the score in favor of the Kahawks. Ottensmeyer with the basketball. He'll get it now to Decker. He's cut off by Carnahan. Put on a head fake, and that is knocked away by Chambers, but Weisinger unable to keep it in bounds. It will remain with the Bulldogs. It'll be Decker to trigger the inbound. And we'll eventually get it into Fleming. Fleming with it in the corner. Gets it inside now to Stone. Stone now to Kosher, and he traveled with the basketball. Turnover for the Bulldogs. Back to the Kahawks. Pretty good student section on hand, and bolstered Kahawk pep band with the addition of the 8th graders tonight. So welcome to the middle schoolers from us here. Kahawks with the basketball around now and get it out to Weisinger. Deep three-pointer, gets it to fall. Weisinger's got 4 already. He's got 12 of the Kahawks 16, and it is 16-10. Coach Daryl Cunningham will call a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in that amount of time here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kosher with the basketball to bring it up. Tyree Brister into the game for the Kahawks. Kosher nearly traveled, but the referees will say that he manages to maintain his pivot foot. Ottensmeyer with the basketball. Over now into the corner for Fleming. Inside to Stone, and he lays it up and in. Kieran Stone with his first bucket. Deficit down to 4, 16-12 in favor of Collinsville. A minute 20 remaining. Nearly lost out of bounds, but Tyree's able to maintain it. He'll drive baseline, pass off to Carnahan. His 10-foot jumper falls. Carnahan with his second bucket, lead back out to 6. Jake Ottensmeyer to bring the basketball up for the Bulldogs. Over now to Fleming. Guarded by Weisinger. He'll drive, cut off there. Fadeaway jumper does fall. Fleming up to 4, under a minute to go, and the lead is 4 for the Kahawks. 18-14. Horace to Brister, and now to Weisinger. Now tried to get it to Carnahan, but it's stolen away by Fleming, and he'll lay it up with his left hand. He's up to 6, and the lead back down to 2. Kahawks looking to move in a hurry. Carnahan over to Brister. We'll go ahead and drive the lane. Bumped there by Kosher, no call, nearly threw it away, but Horace able to get to it. He'll go ahead and reset here. Kahawks will spread out, 20 seconds remaining. Hold for the last shot. Coach Darren Lee will draw up the play. Horace with it. Get it now to Weisinger. He'll pull up from the elbow, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Will remain with the Kahawks, 1.3 seconds left as Decker lost his shoe. We'll have a brief stoppage as he gets the shoe back on. Looks like he's good. 1.3. We'll see if the Kahawks have a quick hitter here. Loud play to Weisinger. He lays it up at the buzzer and gets it to fall. Weisinger up to 14 for the quarter, and the Kahawks will take a 20-16 lead into Second quarter of play. We'll be back in 60 seconds for that second quarter here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We've gotten through 8 of our 32 minutes of action here. It'll be Highland basketball as they trail by 4 points, getting ready to start the second quarter of action. Decker with the inbound. He will do so to Kosher. Kosher guarded by Burster, and now Fleming with the basketball. Fleming will get it to Ottensmeyer. Over in the corner for Fleming. He'll pull up for 3, no good. Rebounded there by Kosher, and he'll go ahead and bring it back out and get it to Ottensmeyer, and the Bulldogs will reset. Ottensmeyer with the screen from Stone. He's cut off. Over now to Fleming. He'll drive the lane. Pass to Stone. Cut off there, and he'll kick it back out to Decker. He'll drive the lane. Pass over to Stone from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Brister. Go ahead and bring it up for the Kahawks. Kick it out into the corner for Horace for 3. Good. Nick Horace with his first 3-pointer of the night. And the lead is out to 7. Here is Kosher with the basketball for Highland. Chase Reynolds set to come back in at the next opportunity for Collinsville. And Highland will make their first substitution in the form of Will Jansen. Ottensmeyer with the basketball for the moment. And scramble for it out of bounds, and it will be Kahawk basketball.
Checking in for the Kahawks, number 4, Chase Reynolds. In for the Bulldogs, number 1, William Jansen.
William Jansen is a junior. Do not have heights on my roster for Highland. Listed as a forward. And he's a little bit taller than Reynolds, maybe in that 6'2", 6'3" range if I had to guess. Shot from Horace blocked by Decker, and the Bulldogs are able to keep it in, and Decker will bring the basketball up. He'll get it to Kosher, and he'll go ahead and bring it up. Guarded there by Reynolds. He'll get it now to Decker. He'll pull up from the free throw line, no good. Knocked around. Stone had a look but missed it, and the Kahawks will come up with the rebound. Here is Brister. Nice pass to Chambers, and he lays it up and in. Zach Chambers with his first bucket of the night, and the lead out to 9, the Kahawks' largest of the game. Here now is Kosher. He'll get it now to Ottensmeyer. He'll go ahead and get it. Nice roll there from Stone, but he missed that one a little bit. Altered there by Chambers. Kahawks will push. Here is Horace, who traveled. Yeah, went to go for his patented Euro step move, but kind of drug that second foot and slipped a little bit. See Fleming quickly return for Bulldogs. He'll take the place of Decker. And we'll see Solomon Talbot come in for the Kahawks.
Also coming in for the Bulldogs, number 4, Carter Holthouse.
And we'll see Carter Holthouse, junior guard, come in for the Bulldogs. Kosher with the basketball, guarded by Horace. And he'll go ahead and pass it over to Stone, and now to Holthouse. He'll take a step in. His jumper no good. Rebounded by Horace. Horace now to Brister. He's cut off, and he'll reset things. Get it now to Reynolds, and now to Brister again. And now to Weisinger. He'll hand it off to Reynolds. And now around to the opposite wing for Horace. Now to Weisinger, guarded by Holdhouse. He'll get a screen from Brister. Brister left open, now to Reynolds, and now to Horace. He'll take a corner three and get it to fall. Yes, Dominic Anthony, Nicky Tony with his second three-pointer. 5-8. We've got a timeout called by Coach Daryl Cunningham. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just a bit here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 28-16 in favor of Collinsville. 4:50 remaining in our second quarter of action. It'll be Bulldog ball. Kosher will receive the inbound pass, and he'll get it back to the guy who made that inbound pass, which was Fleming. And we'll have a foul called on Brister. Keaton Favor will come in for the Bulldogs. Senior forward wearing number 22. Fleming will trigger the inbound, and it will come in to the just inserted Favor, who will get it now to Kosher. Kosher onto the wing for Jansen and gets it to Fleming running the baseline, who will get it back to Kosher. And we've got a foul called, I think, on Reynolds. Now they're going to give it to Brister, and that's his second. Oh, two pretty quick fouls there for Tyree. Jansen will trigger the inbound this time for Highland, and he'll throw it out to Kosher. Kosher will bring it up out into the corner for Favor. Favor spelled like Brett Favre, but I believe it is pronounced Favor. Here is Fleming. He'll put on a nice behind-the-back dribble. Shot up no good. Gets his own rebound. Kick it out now to Holthouse and around to Jansen. Back to Holthouse. Back to Jansen. And over now to Fleming. And now to Kosher, and now to Holthouse, who had some trouble with the basketball. Kahok pressure man-to-man. Kahok some issues. Kosher with it on the wing. He'll get a screen from Favor. Nothing going there. He'll bring it back out to the top and hand it off to Jansen. Jansen now to Kosher. Go ahead and bring it up. Get a screen from Favor. Cut off there. Back out now to Holthouse. Bulldogs being very patient. Three-pointer from Holthouse. No good. Jansen comes in with the rebound. Blocked by Carnahan. Reynolds will corral the loose ball and bring it up. Bulldogs have not scored in the second quarter. Here is Weisinger. Now to Horace. We'll have a foul off the ball on Favor. Ottensmeyer will come back in. And it looks like he'll take the place of Kosher.
Coming back in for the Bulldogs, number 11, Jake Ottensmeyer.
Ottensmeyer is tied with Fleming for the lead in scoring with the Kahawks. Or for the Bulldogs, excuse me. Both with 6. Inbound pass comes to Weisinger. Over now to Brister. Back to Weisinger. And he'll work it inside to Talbot, and he lays it up no good. Rebounded by Favor, who nearly threw it away, but Holthouse able to come up with it. He manages to maintain his dribble. Back to Ottensmeyer. Go ahead and drive the lane. Kick it out now to Jansen. Back to Ottensmeyer in the corner. Kahawks looking to trap. Pass comes out to Fleming. He'll get it back to Ottensmeyer, and the Bulldogs will reset. Now to Holthouse, who had it stolen away from him by Brister. Now to Weisinger. He lays it up, count it, and the foul. Weisinger up to 16. Foul will be on Jansen. And Zach Chambers will come in take the place of Talbot.
Coming back in the game for the Kahok, number 44, Zach Chambers.
Lead back out to 14. Stone will re-enter for Highland. Will take the place of Favor. Weisinger's three-pointer no good. We'll have a foul on Brister, and that's his third. Coach Lee not thrilled about it, and we'll see Stanley Carnahan come in to replace him.
It's his third personal foul, 13 foul. Coming back in for the Kahawks, number 22, Stanley Carnahan.
Full court pressure being applied by the Kahawks. Not anything super aggressive though, and they'll back it off into their standard man-to-man. Ottensmeyer over now to Stone, now to Jansen, now inside of Stones. That was probably Fleming earlier. Go ahead and put on some post moves and lay it up and in. Stone utilizing some strength, goes right at the bigger Chambers and gets the basket to fall. First points of the quarter for the Bulldogs. Carnahan with the basketball, in now to Chambers, but has it knocked away. Stone with it, now to Fleming. They'll survey things, cut off there, back out now to Ottensmeyer. He'll pull up for three, short. Knocked around by Chambers, out of bounds, nearly. Knocked away, and Horace will come up with it. And he'll go ahead and lay it up and in. Horace up to 10, lead back out to 14. It is 32-18 in favor of Collinsville. 93 seconds left in our second quarter of action. Here is Ottensmeyer. Bulldogs will be pretty patient here. Over onto the wing now for Stone. He'll pull up for three. That one's well off. Rebounded by Weisinger. Go ahead and bring it up. Working inside now to Chambers. He'll in there, double teamed. Lay it up anyway, and he'll be fouled. I think that'll be on Stone. And it will be. His first third of the quarter. And we'll see Chambers shoot 2 free throws. Misses the first one. Decker will come back in for the Bulldogs. He'll take the place of Jansen. Chambers will shoot it again, no good. Uncharacteristic free throw misses from the Kahawks. Ottensmeyer with the basketball, and he will be bumped by Reynolds. That'll be Chase's fourth of the quarter for the Kahawks. Inbound pass comes to Decker, and now to Stone, and now to Fleming, and now to Ottensmeyer. Back to Fleming. Over now to Ottensmeyer. His corner three, good.
3 points, Jake
Ottensmeyer up to 9. And the lead back down to 11. 40 seconds left. Kahawks will look to hold for 1. Horace guarded by Decker, not particularly closely. Bulldogs content to let Collinsville hold for 1. Pass comes now to Reynolds. Back to Horace. Here comes Horace. He'll go ahead and drive the lane in. No shot, but he is fouled. Coach Fleming begging him for being shooting. Foul is on Decker. It's his first. Pass comes into Weisinger. 3-2. Contested 3, no good. And that'll be our halftime score.
After 2 quarters of play, your Collinsville Kahawks with 32,
32-21. Go ahead and take a break. Come back here in just a bit with halftime stats and maybe some out-of-town scores here for you in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC. 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 32-21 in favor of the host Kahawks after one half of play. It was 20-16 after one, and then the Kahawks outscored the Bulldogs of Highland 12-5 in the second quarter. Give us our 32-21 score. Jamori Weisinger leads the way for the Kahawks with 16 points on 4 3-pointers. Nick Horse has 10. Stanley Carnahan has 4, and Zach Chambers has 2. For Highland, Jake Ottensmeyer has 9 on 3 3-pointers. Grant Fleming has 6. Garen Stone has 4. And Trey Kosher has 2. Go ahead and browse the interwebs, see if we can't find some out-of-town scores for you all. And Triad are in action tonight and trail 20-10 against Ladue. Waterloo girls with a impressive, dominating victory over Columbia, 55-28. Alton girls with a 20-2 lead over Alton. Marissa boys up 21-15 over Oakville. And Belleville West girls taking on Collinsville. And the Lady Kahawks with a 32-26 lead at halftime. I'll go ahead and wrap things up for us. Be back here in a couple minutes with second half action. We'll have it all for you here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahawk Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily, with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. It'll be Collinsville basketball to start the second half, as we do apologize for the video quality issues. It's the wondrous, the camera that we have is not, is wirelessly connected, and so the connection is a bit flawed. But at any rate, Reynolds with the basketball. He'll get it now to Carnahan and around now to Horse. He'll pull up, or Weisinger, excuse me, will pull up for three, and it will not fall. Rebounded by Ottensmeyer, now to Decker. Decker will survey things, and back now to Ottensmeyer, and back to Kosher, and he'll reset for the Kahawks. Pass now to Fleming. Fleming will get it to Ottensmeyer, and he is fouled by Weisinger. That'll be Jamori's second, first team foul of the second half for the Kahawks.
Second personal foul, first team foul. Jake Ottensmeyer at the line for 2 shots.
Ottensmeyer to the line. His first free throw is good.
For Ottensmeyer.
Deficit back down to 10. And Ottensmeyer's second, no good, but rebounded by Fleming. Back to Ottensmeyer. And now to Kosher. And he'll reset the offense for the Bulldogs. Now to Fleming. Now to Kosher. Now to Ottensmeyer. And he'll get a screen from Stone. Pull up three. Good.
3 points, Jake Ottensmeyer.
Ottensmeyer up to 13. Lead back down to 7. Just about a minute into our second half of action. Here is Horace. He'll pass it over to Weisinger on the far wing, and now to Horace in the far corner. He'll drive baseline, cut off by Decker. He'll back his way out. Ball knocked out of his hands. And it'll be Fleming to bring it up for Highland. Pass now to Decker. Work it inside to Stone. Go ahead and put a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Horace. He'll try to get it to Carnahan, and Stan's able to keep it in bounds. Cut off there, and we'll pass it back out to Weisinger. We'll get it to Horace, or Reynolds, excuse me. Now to Carnahan, back to Weisinger. Now to Horace. Back to Weisinger, guarded closely there by Ottensmeyer. Back and forth between Horace and Weisinger. Now to Reynolds. He'll pass it to Carnahan at the free throw line, and he is fouled by Decker, I think. And I think it will be on Decker. That is his second. Lee Reynolds to trigger the inbound. Pass will come into Chambers. He pulls up, no good. Rebound comes to Highland. Here is Fleming. He'll run the floor well and lay it up and in. He's up to 8. Lead down to 5. 6-0 run for the Bulldogs to start things here in the third quarter. Here is Horace. He'll drive baseline, pull up. Thought he was going to shoot it, but he'll get it to Reynolds instead. His shot no good. We'll have a foul on Fleming or Stone. And they're going to give it to Stone. That's his second. Horace will trigger the inbound on the baseline. Pass into Carnahan, who has it stolen away. Kosher will bring it up, and now to Ottensmeyer. Work it inside to Stone, shot up, no good, but he is fouled. That'll be Chambers' first.
Kahawks foul number 44, Zach Chambers. His first personal foul, second team foul. Karen Stone going to the line for 2 shots.
Tyree Brister will come in. And Stone's free throw is good. Brister will come in for Carnahan. Lead down to 4. Stone up to 5, and we'll look to make it 6. And he does. Brister will bring it up for the Kahawks, and he'll pass it now to Weisinger. Now to Reynolds, and now to And the pass intended for Chambers is stolen away by Kosher. He'll pass it to Stone. He'll go ahead and back it out and give it up now to Ottensmeyer. Ottensmeyer will hand it to Kosher. And the Bulldogs will set up their offense. Kosher now to Fleming, back to Kosher. And now to Fleming, his three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Chambers. He'll get it to Brister. Now to Reynolds and now to Weisinger. His three-pointer no good, but we have a foul on somebody. On Ottensmeyer. That's his second. And Weisinger is going to shoot free throws. I'm going to be honest, I didn't see that one. But it will be 3. And his first one is no good. Actually struggled a bit from the free throw line tonight. The Kahok still have not scored here in this third quarter. Weisinger looking to change that, and he will not. This is the second one. And Weisinger's third one does fall in. Weisinger up to 17. Kahok with their first point of the quarter. And Chambers will pick up a steal, not too common of a during the stat sheet for him. Horace back now to Weisinger. He'll pull up for 3, no good. And over the backboard will be Highland basketball. Full court pressure. 1-2-1-1 looking to be applied by Kahawks. And it'll be Kosher who gets it to Decker, who doesn't get it to fall. Stone won't get it to fall either, but we've got a foul on Reynolds, I think. And it will be. That's his second. Third team foul. And Coach Darren Lee will call timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break. Be back here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Do apologize for the video quality issues. Fortunately, there isn't a lot that we can do about it. Inbound pass, and that is a 5-second violation. Did not come quickly enough. Turnover forced by the Kahawks. Seriously. Reynolds will bring it up. And he'll be patient. Get it now to Weisinger. Started by Ottensmeyer. And they'll get it now to Horace. Pass now to Reynolds. Now to Horace. Now to Reynolds. Back to Horace. And his fadeaway jumper, no good. And we'll have a push in the back foul called on Chambers.
Number 44, Zach Chambers. That's his second personal foul, 4th team foul.
Ottensmeyer will bring it up. And now to Kosher, now to Fleming. And that didn't help at all. Fleming will drive baseline, and he was fouled, looks like. That's Weisinger's third, and that will put the K-Hawks in the bonus. So Fleming will shoot some free throws. Shot up from Fleming, good. He's up to 9 points. Lead back down to 3. And Fleming makes the second one as well, so he's got 10. Lead down to 2. K-Hawks led by 11 at halftime. Chambers with it, now to Reynolds. Out onto the wing. And knocked away there, but Weisinger able to retain possession. Three-pointer from Horace, good. Horace up to 13, lead back out to 5. K-Hawks with their first field goal of the second half. Here is Ottensmeyer, guarded closely by Brister. He'll drive the lane and lay it up and in. Ottensmeyer up to 15. Here are the K-Hawks now. Inbound pass into Reynolds, and we'll have a foul on the floor. And this ball's knocked out of Brister's hand by Jansen, who came in at the last stoppage. Or sorry, not Jansen. Jansen's not on the floor. Like one's not on the floor, a foul on somebody. And they're gonna give it to Fleming. Okay.
His first personal foul, 13 foul.
Brister with the basketball, out now to Reynolds. And inside to Chambers, knocked away by Chambers, knocked away off of Stone, and it will remain Bulldogs basketball. Pass comes from Decker to Stone, and now to Fleming. Inside now to Stone. We'll have a foul called on Chambers as he gave Stone a bit of a shove. Jayhawk fans not happy about it.
That's his third personal foul.
Coach Lee will call timeout, and he's going to take this timeout opportunity to give the referee a piece of his mind. Coach Anderson doing a good job of being a get-back coach. Now would not be the time for Coach Lee to pick up a technical. This is a full timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here for this one. 36-33. 2:11 left in our third quarter of action. And, well, Highland have done a lot of things pretty darn well here in our second half of action. A 12-4 run has cut the deficit down to 3. And the K-Hawks really have not been able to get anything going in the third quarter of action here. Thank you all for watching, bearing with us even with the unfortunate video quality issues. It's great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's a bit of a pain. Fortunately, the best solution for us would be to shut everything down, and we figured that bad video would be better than no video at all. So, Stone will shoot some free throws. First one falls. Stone up to 7. Deficit down to 2. And gets that one to fall too. Lead down to 1. Weisinger with the basketball, and he'll get it now to Brister. Brister will pass it over onto the wing for Horace. Now to Brister, and he is fouled. Blocked there by Stone. I think the foul will be on Kosher. And it will be. That's his second. 15 foul, so Brister will shoot some free throws. First one from the sophomore is no good. Kahawks free throw shooting woes continue. I'm not keeping track of what their percentage is, but it's definitely much lower than the typical average. Second one from Brister does fall. He gets a point on the board for the Kahawks, and the lead back out to 2 with just under 2 minutes remaining here in our third quarter of action. Here is Fleming. He'll get it now to Kosher. He'll drive the lane. Pass out to Decker for 3. No good. Knocked around, and Chambers will come up with the rebound. He'll get it to Weisinger. 90 seconds remaining here in our third quarter of action. Here is Brister. Inside now to Chambers. He'll go ahead and lay it up and the foul. Chambers with just his second bucket. Foul will be on Stone. That's his third. And Chambers will look to convert the and one. Next shot from Chambers is good. He's up to 5, and the lead is back up to 5. 80 seconds left. Ottensmeyer will bring it up for Highland. And Coach Daryl Cunningham wants to call timeout.
30-second timeout, Highland.
And it'll be a 30-second. We'll be back here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHOKSports.com and the KHOK Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the KHOK Sports Network and KHOKSports.com.
Welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 40-35 in favor of Collinsville. A minute 16 left in this third quarter of action, which is taking quite a while. We approach the 9 o'clock hour. Had a bit of a late start with the rare triple header here at Collinsville. We had a freshman game before the JV game. The freshman won 59-44. The Kahawk freshman did, I should say. And JV Kahawks won as well, 62-33. Shot up from Fleming is good. He's up to 12. It looked like Kahawks were opening in a 2-3 zone look. Under a minute to go, Kahawks will look to hold for 1. Got Brister, Horace, Reynolds, Carnahan, and Talbot out on the floor. Decker, Ottensmeyer, Kosher, Fleming, and Stone on the floor for Highland. Kahawks will go 1-4 low. Let Horace isolate. And Coach Lee will call timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. As Weisinger and Chambers will come back in. We'll see Favor and somebody else come in for Highland. 32 seconds left. 40-37. Highland trailed by 11 at the half and have outscored the Kahawks 16-8, fighting their way back into it. It's been a pretty good one here at Virgil Fletcher Gym. It was a good one last year out at Highland. Game that the Bulldogs wound up winning. was a bit of an upset, but able to do it. Big three-pointer by Kate Altadonna to win it. Of course, Kate Altadonna has since graduated and is now, I believe, playing a sport of some kind in college. Don't remember what or where. Reynolds will hold here, and now to Horace. Or I guess he's not. He's attending the University of Kentucky. And the K-Hawks turn it over. Here is Fleming, 6'5", drives the lane, shot up no good. Weisinger with the rebound, 75-footer. Ooh, he's on line, but just a little short. And after 3 quarters of play, it is 40-37. Back here in just a bit for our 4th quarter of action here on the K-Hawk Broadcast Club Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gym, 40-37 in favor of the K-Hawks. Look to rebound after being outscored by Highland 16-8 in the 3rd. It'll be Highland basketball to start things off. Starting 5 on the floor for Collinsville. And I believe, Highland have their starters in as well. Inbound pass comes into Kosher. He will pass it onto the wing to Decker, now to Fleming. Fleming now to Ottensmeyer. Sorry, that was Kosher now to Ottensmeyer. He'll pull up from just inside the 3-point line, no good. Rebounded by Carnahan. We'll have a foul on either Stone or Decker, and it'll be on Stone. That's his 4th. And so that will prompt Coach Cunningham to bring in Keaton Favor.
Checking in for the Bulldogs, number 22, Keaton Favor.
Reynolds with the inbound pass to Weisinger. 30 seconds into our final quarter of action here at Virgil Fletcher Gym. Reynolds will get it to Weisinger, and now back to Reynolds, but he wasn't expecting it, and that will be a backcourt violation. Stone will quickly come back in. Bulldogs going offense, defense. Pass comes out now to Ottensmeyer. Onto the wing for Decker. Now to Fleming. And now to Ottensmeyer. Now to Decker. Inside to Stone. He's double teamed, but he'll lay it up anyway and get it to fall. Aaron Stone up to 10. Lead back down to 1. Horace with the basketball. He'll be patient. Now to Carnahan. Now to Chambers. Chambers to Weisinger. Jamoriel Waite. Now bring it out to the top and pass it over to the near wing for Reynolds. Now to Weisinger. Now to Reynolds. Now to Horace. He'll pull up for 3, will nick. No good. Rebounded there by Stone. It's now to Ottensmeyer and up quickly to That was Decker. His shot no good. Rebound no good as well. Highland fans want a foul, but it will not be granted to him. Here is Weisinger out now to Reynolds. And now to Horace. Kahawks will be patient here with the lead. They'll go ahead and bring it in, and now out to Reynolds. Reynolds around now to Carnahan. The high-low into Chambers, who lays it up and in. Chambers up to 7. Lead out to 3. Ottensmeyer will bring it up for the Bulldogs. Pass now to Fleming, who slips, manages to keep his dribble, and we're going to have a foul called on Reynolds, which seemed, I think, like the correct call. That'll be Chase's 3rd. Coach Lee not thrilled about it. Kahawk fans in general not thrilled about it. Decker will be the one to trigger the inbound. Box set for the inbound for the Bulldogs. Pass will come to Kosher and now to Stone. Get it now to Ottensmeyer. Over now to Kosher. We'll give it right back to Ottensmeyer. We'll give it right back to Kosher, and he'll set up the offense. Now to Decker. Out to the top of the key for Fleming. Around now to Kosher on the wing. Now to Fleming again. Now to Ottensmeyer. Mentioned it already. Ottensmeyer committed to Eastern Illinois to play baseball. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs. And he leads them tonight with 15 as we have a foul on Horace. That's his first. Thought for a moment that might have been Reynolds' 4th. 5 minutes exactly, 300 seconds. Inbound pass comes into Ottensmeyer. His three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Fleming. He'll get it up and in. And one of the foul there did the Highland fans, but again, not granted. 42-41. Referees will let him play here in the 4th quarter after a bit of a whistle-happy 3rd. Here is Reynolds. Now to Horace, back to Reynolds. Into the corner now for Carnahan. Now to Weisinger. They'll survey things. Now to Reynolds. Around to Weisinger. Cross court to Carnahan, now to Horace from the elbow. No good. Tapped out. Back to Weisinger for 3. No good. Rebounded by Kosher. And Ottensmeyer doing a good job of running it out. We'll give him 3/4 of a dunk for that one. And Highland have the lead here, folks. 43-42, and Coach Lee will call timeout. Be a 30-second timeout. Be back in that amount of time here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. For the first time since the 1st quarter, the Highland Bulldogs have a lead. Trailed by 11 at the half, and I think trailed by as many as 14, but they've got the lead now. 4:01 left in the 4th quarter of action. We'll see what the Kahawks can do to respond. They've been outscored 22-9, or no, 22-10, excuse me. Second half of action, and a near steal there by Highland. Here's Brister back into the game. They'll go ahead and drive the lane. Shot up from Tyree, no good. And we got a foul after the shot on Chambers, which is interesting. Get him for a clear out. Stone quickly back in. Chambers picks up his 4th. Full court pressure being applied by the Bulldogs. Tell you from personal experience that they will they're a team that are not afraid to hold the ball if the situation, or if they can. Kosher with the basketball now to Ottensmeyer. He's going to pull it for three and drain it. Ottensmeyer up to 20. Lead up to 4. Brister now to Weisinger. Around now to Reynolds. Now to Brister. Now to Horace. Around now to Weisinger. Now to Brister. Onto the wing for Horace. Now to Weisinger. Now to Reynolds. Reynolds will pull up from the free throw line. No good. Scramble for it. Thrown off of Brister, and it will be Highland basketball. Under 3 minutes to go here. 46-42 in favor of Highland. Kahawks have one foul to give. And they nearly got it anyway, but it'll be a steal for Brister, and he is fouled. I think that'll be on Kosher, and that'll be his third. And that'll bring Keaton Favor in. He'll take the place of Stone. Coach Cunningham saving the offensive capabilities of Stone, who is playing with 4 fouls. Inbound pass comes from Reynolds to Brister. He lays it up, count it, and the foul. The foul is on Kosher, and that's his 4th. Stone in for Favor. Coach Cunningham will keep Kosher out there with his 4 fouls. Kosher, just 2 points, but he's been the primary facilitator for this Highland offense. Probably do not want him to foul out due to the Bulldogs. And one from Brister does fall. Lead back down to 1. Full court pressure on. Inbound comes into Decker. Now to Fleming. Now to Ottensmeyer. He'll bring it up, guarded there by Horace. Kahawk crowd making some noise. Ottensmeyer will drive and cut off there. He'll hand it now to Decker. Decker guarded by Fleming and knocked away, but Kosher able to retain possession. He'll go ahead and fake a pass. Shot up, no good. Follow from Stone, no good. Kahawks with the rebound. Here is Weisinger, who might have gotten fouled. Say he wasn't. Around now to Brister. He'll drive baseline, past Decker in, get it to fall. Tyree Brister up to 6 points, lead up to 1. Kahawks have it again. 2:06 and counting here in our 4th quarter of action, and Coach Daryl Cunningham will want a full timeout. Be back here in just that amount of time here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
We welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawks have retaken the lead, 47-46, 123 seconds left. Highland basketball, and they'll inbound it now. It'll come to Ottensmeyer. 2 minutes left. Ottensmeyer leads all scorers tonight with 20 points. He'll pull up for 3, got it! Ottensmeyer with his 5th, I think, 3-pointer. And Highland will retake the lead, 49-47. Here is Weisinger. Around now to Reynolds and now to Horace. Back to Reynolds, now to Brister. He'll drive baseline, cut off by Kosher. And we have a travel. Opposite end of the court from my location, so a little hard to tell. That's a big turnover. Kahawks will look to put the pressure on. You'd think Highland will try and hold and burn as much clock as they can. Kosher to Ottensmeyer. He'll go ahead and bring it up into the front court. Now to Fleming. He's guarded by Reynolds, and he will be content to bring it out. He'll get it to Kosher, guarded by Brister. And Kosher will be content to burn clock. Gets trapped there, picks up his dribble, but able to get it to Decker. Now at a minute to go. Here is Fleming. Guarded by Reynolds, put on a behind the back dribble. Now to Kosher. And Kahawks do have a foul to give. They'll go and put the trap on now. Time continuing to run here. And we have a foul called on Brister. That's his fourth. 41.3. A lot of time got run off there by Highland. We've seen teams such as, like we saw, Edwardsville and Belleville East have some success. Inbound pass comes into Fleming. Kahawks will look. Here we go. Now to Decker. And we have a foul now. That'll be on Weisinger. And that will put, that's Weisinger's fourth. And we'll see Decker shoot some free throws. Decker has not scored tonight. Lead is 2. 30.7 seconds left. First free throw from Decker is good. 50-47. Second one from Decker, also good. 2 clutch free throws from the junior. 2-possession game. Here is Horace into the corner for Weisinger. He'll pull up for 3 and he's fouled. Oh, nearly fell, but it did not fall. We'll see who that foul's on. That is on Ottensmeyer. That's his third. So we'll see Weisinger now shoot 3 free throws. Struggled a little bit from the line tonight, has Jamori. Need him now. Carnahan will come in. First one rattles around but does fall. Next one from Weisinger, good. Carnahan will come in to take the place of Chambers. And we'll see Evan Wilkinson come in to take the, I thought Evan came in. Guess he didn't. Okay. Never mind. Third one from Weisinger does fall. Weisinger has 20. Wilkinson will come in for defensive purposes. Weisinger and Brister with 4 fouls. Full court pressure applied. Here is Decker. Pass will come into Kosher. And he's fouled by Brister, and that will be Tyree's 5th.
Number 1, Tyree Brister. That's his 5th personal foul.
Tyree will foul with 6 points. Nice hand from the Kahawk fans. Weisinger and Chambers back in. Stone back in for Highland. First one from Kosher is good. Kosher has 3. 19.7 seconds left. A made free throw would put it at 3 points. And it rattles around. It does not fall. Rebounded by Chambers. He'll get it to Horace. 15 seconds left here. Horace will drive the lane. Shot up. Count it! And the foul! 52-52. We'll see who they give that foul to. And that's on Fleming. That's his second. Horace up to 15. And needs one to give the K-Hawks the lead. And it does fall. 53 to 52, 10 seconds left. Ottensmeyer will come down. He's hit, I think, 6 3-pointers already. He'll drive the lane, shot up. No good, but he was fouled. That'll be on Horace. That's Nick's second. That will put Ottensmeyer at the line. Whew. Coach Darren Lee will call timeout to ice him. Full timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Do apologize for the video quality issues. It's been a barn burner here at Virgil Fletcher Gym. K-Hawks with a 53 to 52 lead. Jake Ottensmeyer with 23 points. Has just been fouled by Nick Horace and will shoot 2 free throws. Obviously, if he misses both, Collinsville will just hold on to the ball, and Highland would foul intentionally. Yeah. If Ottensmeyer makes one, then things get interesting. K-Hawks will have the full length of the floor to go. We'll see what happens there. I do not know if Collinsville has any more timeouts. And if you call a timeout that you don't have, that's an administrative technical foul, which you obviously don't want. I'm sure Coach Lee and company know how many they have. Here we go. Jake Ottensmeyer had a very impressive performance tonight. As I mentioned, he has 23. His first free throw. Off the front rim, no good. And the second one from Ottensmeyer is good. 4.3 seconds. Here is Horace. Horace traveled. So we're heading to overtime. All right. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Be back with some extra basketball here for you on the K-Hawk Broadcast Club Network.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville K-Hawks on the K-Hawk Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Benjamin F. Edwards office at 1012 Plummer Drive in Edwardsville, or give Jason a call at 307-7048 or online at benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
Some free basketball for the crowd in attendance here tonight. Not the biggest one ever, but we have overtime here at Virgil Fletcher Gym. 53 to 53. Collinsville, Highland trailed for a large majority of the first half. Trailed by 11 at halftime. Came back to tie it and indeed took the lead. Collinsville have fought back to tie the game, heading into overtime. Two starters for both teams with 4 fouls. Chambers and Weisinger for Collinsville. Stone and Kosher for Highland. K-Hawks control the opening tip. Weisinger to Reynolds. Pass onto the wing for Horace. Looking to get it into Chambers. Shot up from Zach is good. Chambers up to 9. Kahawks have the lead, 55-53. Kosher with the basketball for the Bulldogs. Go ahead and survey things. Onto the wing for Decker. Looking to get it to Fleming, and they will eventually. He'll go ahead and back his way out. Get a screen from Ottensmeyer. Nice pass there into Stone, and he'll lay it up and in. Stone up to 12. We're tied again. 55-55. Reynolds will bring it up for the Kahawks. Now to Horace. Now to Reynolds, and now to Horace. Under 3 minutes to go. Weisinger back to Horace, back to Reynolds. Now to Weisinger again. He'll put on a head fake. Make his way onto the wing, cut off there, back out to Reynolds. Now to Horace. No shot clock in regulation action here. The Kahawks can be as patient as they would like. Here is Horace. Back to Weisinger. 2:30 left. Now to Reynolds into the corner for Weisinger. They'll wait, get a screen from Chambers. Back to Horace. They'll go ahead and call the isolation play for Nick. Guarded by Decker. 2:10 left. Kahawks will hold the ball here. Now, the one other game I've seen of Highland this year was at the Highland Shootout against Central. And my point is irrelevant as Horace drives the lane. Nick's got 18. Kahawks with the lead again, 57-55. 1:45 left. Here is Fleming. Fleming will get it to Ottensmeyer. He'll drive the lane. Shot up, no good. And out of bounds, it will stay with Highland. Chambers unable to corral it. Minute 33 left. Inbound comes to Decker. Now to Stone, now to Fleming. Now to Ottensmeyer. He'll drive the lane. Cut off there. Switched on to Chambers. Out now to Kosher. Nothing for him there, and so he'll be patient. Minute 12 now. Bulldogs trail by 2. And we're going to have a foul on Weisinger, and that is Weisinger's 5th. Weisinger will foul out with 20 points. And that will put Kosher at the free throw line. Somebody's got to come in to replace him, and it will be Evan Wilkinson.
Number 12, Evan Wilkinson.
Kosher's first free throw is good.
Free throw is good for Kosher.
Kosher up to 4. Kosher's second one is good.
Free throw also good for Trey Kosher.
We're tied again, 57-57. 1 minute left in our overtime period. Here is Horace. Kahawks will spread the floor. Pass now to Wilkinson. Wilkinson to Reynolds. Back to Wilkinson, back to Reynolds. Reynolds will drive the lane. And he'll back it up. 30 seconds left. Look to get it to Horace, and he threw it away. Here comes Ottensmeyer. He'll drive the lane, and the layup is good. Timeout Highland. 22.4 seconds left. 59-57 in favor of the Bulldogs. Costly turnover there by the Kahawks. It'll be a full timeout. We'll keep it here. I'm looking for the biggest win of their season. Kahawks looking to avoid their third loss of the year. Kahawk basketball, full length of the floor to go. 22.4 seconds left. Coach Lee with at least one timeout left. You do get an extra one for the overtime period. It'll be Reynolds to trigger the inbound. Highland will put on full court pressure. Inbound pass comes to Carnahan. He'll get it to Horse and he'll bring it up. Guarded closely by Decker. And he slips and falls. No foul called. Count it. And one for Decker. And that might just do it here, folks. That's Reynolds' fourth. Decker will look to convert the and one. And he does. Inbound pass comes to Reynolds. Pass into Chambers. His jumper is short. And that'll do it. Final score 62-57. Collinsville will fall to 21-3. Highland improved to 13-11. I'd like to thank you for watching and for bearing with the unfortunate technical video quality issues. Go ahead and move quickly into our post game. Your scoring breakdown: 20-16 Collinsville after one. And they outscored the Bulldogs 12-5 in the second to make it 32-21. 16-8 in favor of Highland to cut the deficit to 3. 16-13 in the fourth quarter to tie the game at 53 to force overtime. And then outscoring the Kahawks 9-4 in the overtime period. Collinsville will be back in action Friday night when they play host to Belleville West. Highland will be back in action give me just a moment here. Friday night when they play host to Jerseyville. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. As I mentioned early in the broadcast, our next broadcast will be Saturday as the Kahawks will take on the McClure Comets in a makeup from the game that got canceled on, postponed, I should say, last Friday. Till then, everybody take care of yourselves, stay dry, have a fantastic rest of your evening.